Hi, this is Dr. Jenny Mitchell, and I want to welcome you to creating the time series plot chart in both Excel and SPSS. Now on the left here, you'll see that I have in years from 1989 to 2020 the list of complaints, and these are in thousands. And I've created the chart already for you because I wanted to point out that instead of having 1989 every single year here, we can format the axis through the labels and specify every 5-year interval, which I think makes it look a lot better. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this, and then you'll see why I feel that way. This is just a picture, so I'll move it out of the way, and we'll just leave that there. That's fine. I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to the recommended chart because it's just the line chart for the time series. And so what you'll notice here when I've created this time series chart, the default is showing all the years across, and I have to really stretch this chart out in order for us to even see those years. So what I'll do here is I will just click on this format axis, click on that, and then I'm formatting the axis. When I format the axis, what you want to do is that you want to be on the labels. So down here where it says labels, if we specify the interval of 5, that's going to give us every 5 years. Now I'll make this so you can see it again. So you'll see that this new chart shows every 5 years as well as the one we had back there. The one thing you might want to remember is that you can change the fonts very easily by just clicking on these and adjusting them so you can make them bold. Now let me show you how to do this in SPSS. I'll bring over the data from SPSS and make it so it kind of hides the Excel data so we don't get confused by that. And what you'll notice, it's the years that we have listed here and then the complaints. I'm going to go to Graphs and Chart Builder, say OK. And this is just a line graph, so we're going to bring the line graph up in here. We want to put the year on the x-axis and the complaints on the y-axis. We want to say OK, and then it'll open up the output, which is behind us now. Now when I opened up the output, I didn't like this very well because if you'll notice, it's set up 10-year increments, but it's got the 1980 out here. We didn't even have data till 1989. So I don't like this. I'm going to adjust it. So what I'll do is I click on this, and I'm going to double click it. And then I have this, in the chart editor, I can select x-axis. And so here's where it's showing them that minimum of 1980. I'm going to go 1989. And I don't want 10 increments. I want it in 5 years. And then I say apply. And so now what we see is much more, if you look at what we see here versus what we have in Excel, it's pretty much the same thing. I'll try to put these a little bit here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Let me move this one here and the SPSS one here. So you can kind of get an idea that these charts do, and again, we would be able to adjust the heading, we can adjust the fonts and things. One thing I do like about SPSS, it automatically puts the year down here and the complaints on the y-axis, so we know that. I could add in there that the complaints were in thousands so that we could see that. We also could add a trend line to this if we wanted to kind of get an idea that it feels like, if you look at this, our complaints are increasing, and we certainly had an increase in 2000, after 2004, and before 2009, we had a sharp uptake of complaints. But anyway, you get the idea. So thanks for listening.